Whoa! Whoa! Holla at your boy. CUMIA'S, CUCKS, everybody. Special Monday early edition. How are you? My name's Frank Pellegrino. Welcome to the show. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Hit your wife. Hit your brother. Hit your dick. Hit your dick. Nick Ricada. Yeah. It's the Mud Shark. The Z-Man. The Man in Black. Coming live and direct from Tampa, Florida. In full effect, dog. Boy, is it humid out. It is humid. Got my brand new bike. I told you I got it when I got back from Phoenix. And I went to ride to the gym. I was on the bike for like 5 minutes. I felt like throwing up. It was so humid. So I just came back. Didn't even go to the gym. Skip the gym. But from tomorrow until next Tuesday, I'm going strict diet, exercise for a week. Because I leave for Utah that Wednesday, a week from Wednesday. And I'll be in Utah until Monday. We have shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 shows a night. Wise guys. I can't wait. I can't. I've been to Salt Lake before. When I filmed my dry bar special in Provo. Provo's about 45 minutes outside Salt Lake. But I was there for a little bit. I had a friend drive me from Salt Lake to Provo. Because I have a friend that lives in Salt Lake. I wonder if they're coming to my show. They should be. Vinny Cash, are you coming? You coming to my show, Vinny Cash? Get your tickets. I can't comp anybody. It's not my show. You know, they're pretty reasonable prices for Nick. I think it's, let's pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie. What do we got here? Yeah, $35. That's not bad for a ticket. Because I think when Nick jumps into theaters, it goes up to like 50 something. So if you live in the Salt Lake area, anywhere around, get your tickets. His 7 o'clock show on Saturday is already sold out. They're all going to sell out, but come on out, y'all. I'm excited. I've always wanted to do that club. 2 clubs in the U.S. I have not done, and Wise Guys and DC Improv. Those are the 2 I want to do. Godfrey actually owes me a favor, and I told him, well, if you ever do the DC Improv, I want to open for you. That room is fire. Low ceilings. They say if you bomb at the DC Improv, just quit comedy. Just quit. I mean, we all can't be professionals like Ray DeVito. I mean, we can't just kill like Ray kills. Hackam Mania. Congrats on getting 200 people there in Vegas. Wow. Holy shit. You can only get 200 people to Las Vegas. I guarantee you Ray didn't sell one fucking ticket. And then I heard Pat. I got 4 people telling me Pat Dixon was high out of his mind on Adderall. Missed his show. You have 1 show in 4 years and you missed it. It's embarrassing. How many tickets did Pat Dixon sell? You know? We're going to get to a lot of stuff here. I'm feeling good, guys. I'm feeling great. In fact, this is what I'm going to do. The next person that signs up to Patreon, boom. Speaking of Hackam Mania, get the one that inspired Hackam Mania, Zumock Mania. That's what inspired Hackam Mania, the name. So get a OG Zumock Mania shirt to the next person that signs up to Patreon. This is what you got to do. You got to DM me what size and where I'm mailing it to. It's that simple. And then you can have your own Zumock Mania shirt. Branding. I'm branding. Speaking of Patreon, I want to shout out to the $100 tier that stuck around. We lost a few for the month of June. You too could sign up for a $100 tier, and you're like, well, what's that get you? Well, not only you get a Zumock Mania shirt, but you also have the chance to advertise and be a sponsor. So if you want to promote something, anything, website, social media, maybe you're running for office. Maybe you're a realtor. You want your name out there. Maybe you have hot sauce like Jeff Levine, Silk City Hot Sauce. Use the promo code SHARK. Get 15% off your order. Oh, this is coming. This is breaking news. I'm not supposed. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything. I'll go ahead and say it anyway. My good buddy Gladwell Ape has his own hot sauce line coming out. I will promote it. I think Jeff Levine understands. There's a lot of hot sauce out there. Obviously, I'm a Silk City guy. I'm a big hot sauce guy, but I'm going to promote my friend's hot sauce too. So hopefully he doesn't yank his sponsorship from me. So we have a new bottle coming. Got a brand new bottle coming. We have a bottle that's coming. Like I'm talking about sperm. There's going to be sperm in a bottle. You ever had hot sauce with sperm in it? Oh, you're missing out. Put hot sauce with sperm and on chicken something? Yum. Shout out to the $100 tier, Ken Mosca. Yay. We lost David Chandler. I hope he's doing all right. He hates me. He hates my guts. Jared Thompson, Stu John, Twinkle Ho 99. We lost Tucker Steve. Thanks for your contributions, Tucker Steve. Randy P, Jack, Anthony, Craig T, Big Papa, Bob R, and we lost Shanada. Unless you want to sign back up again. It's that simple, guys. The $100 tier, you guys are the high rollers, the ballers, if you will. Going to update that graphic. I'm going to write that down right now. There we go. I got 2 messages from people when I was on Kevin's podcast Saturday. They're like, dude, I didn't know you vaped. I don't. It's a marker. I'm just like this. But they're like, you're vaping now? I'm like, no, I've never vaped. I'm not a vapor. It's not my thing. If you are, good, great. I don't get vaping on podcasts, though, and smoking weed on podcasts. It's kind of lame, if you will. Davy Cakes, I just put the chat on, and as soon as I put it on, I see a super chat right out of the gates from Davy motherfucking Cakes. Hilarious Saturday. You and Sorcerer are a great 1-2 punch. What happened? Where'd you go? Either way, the snipe was way better than the event itself. Yeah. Listen, I started drinking that night. I was having a good weekend. And I just felt myself getting a little too drunk. And the last thing I need is 97 videos of people covering it. Like Carl, oh my God, look at him. He's drunk. Oh my God. So I just said, I'm out. I bounced. I was there for 3 hours. That's a long time, right? It's a long time. I like the Sorcerer. He's a pretty cool guy, right? We like him. Blobby Kelly says new studio. Not yet. Not yet. Man, Crumb, you're gonna get blocked, dude. Again. You bipolar fuck. You really need to get a job. You really do. Instead of hanging out in chat rooms all day. You fucking weasel. Kevin Gillis says, Z-Man, when you opened for Tim Dillon, what was he like? Well, I know Tim. Like, it wasn't like we met. I've known Tim for a few years now. I met him in New York. He did my podcast when I was in LA. We hung out. He's a good guy. Smart dude. He's a very smart dude. Very intelligent. Even before comedy was like a sold mortgages, and he was real successful. So he was going to be successful at anything. He had a good mind. Davy Cakes, thanks for the $2. Did you notice the pod money stat guy hasn't posted? No, I don't. Whoever does that, post like the money. It's so weird. It's like, how much time do you have on your hands, man? It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, they're counting up Kevin's money, Stuttering John's money, Steel Toe's money. And notice they never count Carl's money. They never count fucking Patrick's money. It's just fucking weird, man. I mean, it's obviously someone connected to Melton. You know, Melton meets all these weirdos online. Like, Melton has no friends. He just meets people online his whole life. His best friend, that Moody guy, that weirdo that lives in New Zealand. MGD says it's really cringe and nerdy. It's just like, what's your end game? Like, and the thing is I'll get Venmos and PayPals throughout the show. It's not that I give a shit, but it's just like who cares about who got what in super chat money? You know? I just got a DM from FKA Mammy saying, "Hey, now don't go live until Vince the lawyer ends." Okay, I'll just do what you tell me to do. Program director. I'll just shut it down. Doodle says Fatty Patty's best friend is a hunchback. MGD unblocked me. All right. Chat's weird today. Hey, Gina. She's here. Welcome. Jeff Closer's here. Bill from Jersey's here. Before I forget, go to your tabs, accept gifted memberships. Do you guys know how to accept gifted memberships? Open it up because you never know what the fuck's going on. Thank you again, Davy Cakes. You are running the super chat today. Code he runs to get it. Wait. Code he runs to get it. MLC made more than Hackam Mania. Code. He runs a code. Code he runs and gets. Oh, okay. So he's running a system. Very weird. Very, very weird. I'm getting a request to go members only in the chat. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about going members only, everybody? Flat Cat, what do you think? Either way, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Fitzwell says yes. Doom says, I'll span if you go members only. I'll block you. Doom. That's my number one rule with blocking, spamming. That's it. Spam, you're done. How do I become a member? No link to do so, Chad. Well, if you go to the pin top right there, there's a link to go. I'll even repost it right now. But there's a link at the top where you can sign up my Patreon. You can sign up for memberships. It's all there, guys. It's all there. Anyways, so congratulations to everyone that went to Hackam Mania. There really wasn't a lot of footage. The pay-per-view was pretty shitty. Ray's Ray's show, his live show was just bad on every level. Ray, just stop. Give it up. It's embarrassing, man. You're terrible at podcasting. Your podcast is awful. That live podcast was shit. Zero preparation. No effort whatsoever. You just showed up. You probably thought about it the day of what I'm going to do. Like, you wasted everyone's time and money. We sniped it. It was fucking awful. You got Grant, Carl's brother, he's nothing. Grant, just some guy, Carl's brother. It's almost like Carl. I couldn't get Carl, but I got his brother. It's just like kind of like Carl. No, that's lazy. That's like if I went and got Steel Toe's sister. It's like zero effort whatsoever. No production, nothing. You could even say the same about Melton's podcast. Like, he just showed up too. Like, he didn't have any like clips, nothing. He just had four guys at a desk talking. I was like, what is this? Is this a performance? Is this a show? I don't know, man. You guys get upset when I talk about it. I'm just like, yeah, we watched it. I'm just like, it looks like a waste of everyone's time. Spawn says Carl's brother was part of their $300 admittance. Yeah, no, there's people that pay up to $300 to get into that place, and you're bringing Carl's brother on for the show. The show. Mr. Fardy says AIDS is better than Carl. Big Black is looking for handouts. Doom says volume was shit. It was terrible. It was awful. Chad, your auto was from a karaoke machine in AC. Yeah, we got fucked on that, but I also didn't charge $300, and people didn't fly in for it. It's $30. Even if that was just a meet and greet, it was still fun. People pay a lot more for meet and greets, and everyone there seemed to enjoy themselves. And then you got to hang out with Stuttering John. So there you go. $300 and no live Steel Toe song. Imagine Carl's your brother and you're riding his coattails. Exactly. Bill from Jersey said Carl's brother did the open mic win Earl's money. Oh, okay. Never mind. He's a performer. The Glads, what's that? Glattensberry? Oh, yeah, that's the big festival. Costs less. MGD Steel Toe is back in the begging business. It was supremely bad today. Anyways, yeah, so Steel Toe's back. He's divorced, everybody. Oh, we got a hype train today that you're going to enjoy, I think. The title of his podcast today is April and Aaron Are Divorced. And he is, you would think, I don't know about you guys. I haven't had a real girlfriend, like a change my Facebook profile to in a relationship in a few years. But I remember when I broke up with two of my ex-girlfriends, two serious ones, I was devastated. Like, I was a fucking mess for like a year. Just getting over them. I mean, it was awful. Crying, dwelling. It was a mess. I was a mess. I wasn't myself. Now, he's been married to April, what, 3 years, 2 years? How long? How many years? Anyways, I can only imagine getting married and then divorce. And he's just like, whatever, back to normal. Let's hit the goal. No big deal. And the way they got divorced and the way everything went down, it's devastating on every level. And he's just like, whatever. Hit the goal. Let's go. Hey, Johnny. Looks like you're getting more shifts. I'm like, you just got divorced, dude. You're not like feeling this? You're not brokenhearted? You're not like crying? I mean, I know he weeped up those fake tears on Alex Stein show for like a second. He's and then he's back to normal, back to performing. G-Ruff says Aaron's already banging an old girlfriend. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, watch this guy talk about his divorce right out of the gate. Steel toe. Cue the Hitman song.
Today, a very gossipy, well, not gossipy. I mean, it's news coverage, but it's gossipy news coverage. Got some personal things to talk about. You know, one of the most divisive issues on this program, it seems.
Listen to the tone.
Is whether we talk about life or we talk about the news or a mixture of both. It's always been a mixture of both on this show. But there's already a fight.
But one thing's for certain. I think we can all agree. It's a mixture of both, whether it's life, news topics, but they do a fun show. A fun show. We can't deny how fun this show is. Holy shit.
Chat before the show even started today, or not a fight, but two schools of thought. Oh, I love the personal drama more than news coverage. And then someone else.
By the way, he loves getting the show going. His favorite thing in the world is getting the show going. He likes the graphic. He likes coming on the screen. I mean, he's ready to roll, baby. He's like, good. He likes moving stuff around. He likes looking around. Like, here, let me see. He likes that. Yeah. Woo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Boy, we have a hell of a show for you today. All righty. We got Johnny Crutches over here. All right. People are already talking in the chat. They're wondering what we should be talking about today. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. All righty. Get yourself a membership. He loves this. With the music playing under it. He just likes that show. He's just getting the show ready, man. He's getting into it. I mean, look at him get the show going, everybody.
Oh, I'm tired of the personal life stuff. Why don't we do both? I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week, it was a balance of the two. And as time goes on, that balance will shift. I mean, there's just going to be less and less news. I have noticed that I'm falling more and more out of the Rekieta arrest topic, which may I go on record?
Dude, it's been what? A week and a half, 2 weeks?
Saying, fine by me. I've said my piece. I've counted to 10. And that's it. I got to look out for the little Warvy girls.
He's over it. He's over this. That marriage is in the rear view mirror. I mean, that's in the past, man. Rekieta getting arrested, the cocaine, divorce. It's in the past, man. I'm moving forward. Even though it was a week and a half ago, it's been so long.
You know? I mean, he ain't been no good to the best thing he ever did for them was get hit by that train. That's what I say.
He's quoting either movie or a song that no one knows. Johnny Crutch is about to fall asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just that movie quote took me for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. I'm the goddamn paterfamilias.
All right.
And what the fuck movie is that? Who gives a shit?
That's are you all right today?
Yeah, dude, I'm just a little tired.
Speaking of movies, I went and saw Mad Max, was it Furiosa? The Mad Max prequel yesterday afternoon. Not bad. I like the Mad Max films. I was a fan of the originals with Mel Gibson, and I thought the Tom Hardy Fury Road was fantastic. Visually beautiful. I mean, George Miller is a genius in creating these worlds. But it was one of those movies where I liked it, but it really didn't need to be made. You know, it was just like I could have did without it, but I liked it. It was 2.5 hours. I was engaged. I mean, it's kind of weird how they couldn't get Charlize Theron. What's her name? Theron. Whatever. Who cares? Talking movies. What is this? What am I, Roger Ebert? What am I, Gene Siskel?
I'm sorry you're worried about me.
Well,
Jesus.
I'm concerned. I'm looking over, and you look like you're about to fall asleep on me. I'm worried that I'm boring you.
God, I'm not about to fall asleep.
I certainly don't want to bore you.
My glasses left indents on my eyes, so I look tired.
Oh, it's my glasses, and I hurt my
ass sunglasses,
Oh.
like my fucking circles in my
God,
eyes. Oh,
Jesus, you look like a beetle.
Is this really Jake Hudson?
Oh, it's my glasses. They hurt me. But anyway, we have a lot to talk about today. Obviously, the title of the episode gives a lot away.
What? Aaron and April divorce? What? What's it? Okay, okay. What's going on here? What are you going to talk about?
That's for sure. We had a members only show yesterday. Last night we had to do it late. I had a lot of stuff going on, so we had to do the members.
I mean, look at his mood. He is so over it. Like it really is in the past for him. You know, the stepmother to his kids, it's over. He's just like, we're fine. We're moving on.
Members only show a little late.
yeah, I was up late enough to see it.
Yeah, and boy, was it fun. Boy, was it interesting. And
It was
went
fun?
longer than I thought it would. And we got to break the big news on that show. The news that we're breaking today for everybody else, and that is, of course, given the title, my second divorce is final.
And he's working on the third already.
It's done. The second one is in the books. The ink is dry. The papers are signed, and
He loves it. He loves it. He loves he's like bragging. It's done. Literally 2 months ago, he's the love of her life. He'll do anything for her. 2 months ago, she's everything to me. I love her. Now it's like, the ink is dry. We are moving on. We are done. Let's go.
And punt.
We're moving on. The divorce is final. Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal.
we are we are officially moving in our separate. I mean, we've been moving in our separate directions for months now.
Yeah, hers was over into someone's home.
Look, and the thing about that is, if it weren't for this process that just finished up,
Why is he doing that? With
I
his hands?
too may have been.
What? Why? Why this? Why? Why do this? Why? What compels you to do this? What in your brain is triggering this motion? I mean, it's insane. It's like, what is this? I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I've never done this in my entire life, ever. I've never done this ever. I got like weird tics. Like I shake my knee quite a bit. My knee shakes a lot. It's funny when I met my real dad for the first time and we were sitting there, his knee was shaking just like mine. I go, oh, that's where I get it. It was kind of cool. Bill from Jersey, your head moderator, everybody. He's the guy who is in charge of all the moderators. He is the operations manager, if you will. Thanks for the $5. Woo! Oh, did I tell you I saw Ric Flair last week downtown Tampa? Anyways, if he loved April, he would have continued to try to get her in rehab instead of getting a divorce. That scum took his kids to a drug den. That's true. He also probably wanted if he really loved her, he probably wouldn't have pushed for swapping. Like, because it was his idea. He was the one who proposed it to April, and she, without hesitation, she's like, absolutely, let's go. Let's go. Let's start fucking them. Okay? And he was just like, oh, all right, well, I guess we're doing that. But, I mean, this guy is, I don't know if it's a Minnesota thing, but they're just like, move on to the next wife. I mean, he's 30, what is he, 36, 37? He's already had 2 ex-wives. That's insane. That's insane. And again, what is this? What is this? But you're right, Bill. 100% right. Hey, it's Galactic Rushing Federation, everybody. You know him. You love him. Thanks for the $2. Aaron is sick, living in his radio KB world. Or KFAB world, sorry. Sorry, it's a long weekend. All right, let's see where, and he's about to do something. I'll point it out when it comes up.
Mixed up and all that nonsense. So I cannot say that I regret the path I've taken. I cannot say I regret the choices I've made. I'm very happy about them. We're moving forward. And it was a conversation that was had yesterday at the group I go to about resentment versus gratitude.
Always in group therapy. Aaron pimped out April, hoping he can get those Nick viewers. 100%. Spawn says he dumps his limited visitation off on his folks so he can hit three golf course. Father of the decade. That guy's golf. I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not a golfer, but I know it takes a long fucking time just to play 9. And that guy's out all the time.
You can resent that other people didn't go your way, or you can be grateful that you did.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the grateful that I did part is far outweighing the resentment.
Here's another thing that Aaron does that he's about to do. Just keep your eye on it. He does it all the time. He loves going, someone's going this way, I'm going this way. We went this way, she went that way. She decided to go down that way, I went this way. He does it all the time. He's always going down this way, she's going down this way, they're going down this way, I went this way.
Because people get to make their choices in life too. Like I'm not.
So there's an Egotists Anonymous group?
Very funny. Very funny. But there is
that's why Johnny gets paid the big bucks.
You know, people make their choices. And that's why resentment is so silly, because you can't control the choices other people make.
He's completely over this divorce. He's completely over the fact that this guy could be going to prison. He's completely over that his ex-wife's still living there, probably doing drugs. She's like, she made her decision.
And if other people make a different choice than you, then that's okay. You be grateful you went this way, and you allow them to go that way.
This
and
way.
That's just the easiest thing to do. And now I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
He's over it.
Now, see, if you're going to do blow and do drugs with someone else's family.
Allegedly.
Oh, Johnny Crutches. This is why he's the co-host, everybody. He's doing his Dr. Phil, everyone. This is Comedy 101. Listen to this.
Now, you could do that, and you could choose to live a different life, but if you keep in that resentment and that problem, you're never going to step out of that hole, even though you stepped out of that life. Is that what you're saying?
Is he done? Like, is he still doing advice? Because I could write in. I think he's. I thought.
Derek says he's a sociopath. T-Gun goes, why does Aaron keep talking? Chris Mack says Aaron claimed he goes to Al-Anon. That's the group he's talking about. T-Gun says Johnny has more common sense.
I have no idea. I thought he went into doing like more serious
Hit
stuff.
the like button.
He has a whole production like company thing, like with other people that do shows under.
He's Oprah with a dick.
Yeah.
He's Dick Oprah. But it was look, it's done. The signatures are on the paper. People are talking about last names. No, I don't.
It is so amazing when this fucking dork decided to start coming after me like I was his, to quote him, Chad's my project. He's all mine. It's so funny since a year and a half ago when this all started to see where it's at now. It's hilarious. Like we played last week, his first interview with Anthony, his first and only. And it's just, it's funny how this all happened. I would never have predicted it. I mean, it was pretty predictable, but I never thought it was going to happen the way it happened. It's just fun. It's hilarious.
The last name thing, the thing with a divorce, if you're a woman, is you get to take advantage of a free name change. They just do it for you. You sign the papers, they do it for you. It's all done.
If you want.
Yeah, if you want to.
Or you can keep it if you want to. That's a weird choice thing.
Luckily, she wanted to not keep it. Because I'll tell you this. One thing.
She's going back to April Anderson, everybody. Galactic Wrestling Federation. Chad planted a seed, and look at the fine, beautiful tree he's grown. I mean, I just... Teddy says he wouldn't have known that was a Dr. Phil impression if he didn't say. Galactic Wrestling Federation. Aaron is not being a human being. He's sick in the head. Complete. Was that dissociate disorder? Oh, that's hilarious.
Thing after that arrest was having my last name in it really pissed me off because I knew we were done and I knew we were in the process of the whole thing being over. And I'm like, couldn't they have waited like 2-3 weeks?
That's all he cares
Get
about.
arrested, once all the legality came through, because
he's pissed that April's name was in the arrest record.
Would have been so convenient for me.
well, I have a lot of let's move you over a little this way, just a little bit. It's bugging me a little. I'll
Dude, watch Johnny struggle to move over. Just watch the struggle with this guy. This guy should not be at this house.
move over a touch too. But anyway,
watch him just struggle with this.
With the last name thing, I have a lot of family members in this area. And I'm definitely, I know I've heard from a few of them. There are family members. And
yeah, guess what, Aaron? I have a lot of family members too. And so when you put like in your title, Chad Zumock's a drunk criminal, Chad Zumock's this, that, they see that. But you don't seem to give a fuck. You didn't seem to give a fuck. So fuck you. Good. I'm Holt. Drug possession. I love it. Karma, bitch.
it's also my children's last name.
Look at Johnny struggle.
A lot of family members of mine.
Look at the struggle of
have
Johnny.
come forward and said, this is kind of embarrassing.
What the hell?
Like,
Sit
I'm
down.
not really a big fan of our name having this attached.
Oh
like,
my
Google
God, the
last name.
struggle. This guy's
One of the
pain.
things that comes up in the news tab.
Holy
other
shit.
than, Aaron saying he wishes some radio personality were eaten by a pit bull, is this bust thing. So to me, the last name thing it's very nice.
Up until now, it's only been good stuff that comes up when you Google it.
Yeah. Up until now, it was just I put women in their place.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Your family's upset that when anyone looks up your last name, stuff you've done comes up. How is that new?
Yeah. Well, because I didn't do this other one.
True. You
Yeah.
didn't do this other one.
I didn't do it. I've been gone for a long time.
But as far as your family's concerned, it's your fucking fault. This happened because of you.
My family thinks that way.
No. I'm saying the name part. The name being in it.
Oh, the name being in it. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
I haven't heard that, but perhaps. I don't know. I'm just, look, it's over. It's done. And by the way, I'm not.
Bill from Jersey comes up with a good point. He says, why does Aaron make him come in live instead of just sending him the link? Yeah, let the guy stay at home, man. The guy can barely move. Did you see him struggle to maneuver his chair? The guy already broke down in pain because he was in chronic pain, and this is a lot of work. But he has to come over.
I'm not sitting here gloating like, I'm glad I'm finally done with that broad. She's happy.
I mean, think about it. He does a show once a week with Keanu and Gino in New York, Skype. Why can't he do it with Johnny Crutches? He's done it before. It's just the chemistry. It's live, man. You don't know. It's just a different energy when we're in the same room. looking forward together.
Well, I don't know if she's happy, but she's thrilled to be done with this as well. Like I said, one goes this way, one goes that way.
So one goes this way, one goes that way. Everything's it's a constant directions with him.
Done with it.
To me, I got to be in the part that didn't get arrested in a house full of drugs, guns, and children. So I'm happy about that. And
I wish I would have known when he was bringing his kids over there, and he was over there doing drugs and blow. I wish I would have known back then, because I would have called the police. So he would have got arrested.
If she's happy, I wish she'd find something else that made her happy, because I don't know if that's a good life. Even after all this, I don't know if it's going to be a good life. I hope she's gotten away from that. I hope she's healthy. I hope she's happy. But that now that this is all over, that's where it stops.
Man, that fucking pool.
I really don't have to give a shit after that. Like, I can go, I hope she's happy. I hope, like, before there was a vested interest. They're like, I'm still legally married to this person, and it still could affect whether or not we get this done and what happens. And, you know, I'll bite my tongue.
I mean, did the guy really even love her? Like, I think about it. Did he really even love her? Because he's just like, whatever. We're moving on. Because when you really love somebody and you break up, you're fucking devastated, man. It's a mess. And then he let some random guy with a lot of YouTube subscribers bang her. It's just odd, man. It's just weird. It's so weird. I don't get it.
Here and there. Now that it's over, I can speak freely, and I can say, look, I hope she gets away from that. It's terrible for her. It's ruined her life. I mean, it's been fucking awful for her, and it would have ruined.
And you're totally twisting the knife, my friend. You're helping ruin it. Like, don't talk about it. You're helping her ruin it. Bill from Jersey says she was just a co-host. Yeah, like, they're showing the same amount of emotion when I got fired from my bosses. Oh, yeah, he's no longer with the company. Move on. Modella Macy says, I really hope the case goes to court. The defense shows clips of Aaron and he's on the stand testifying. I mean, it's not over. It's not over. Galactic Wrestling Federation says Aaron stopped caring once he banged Rakita's wife. Gina Bombina says he loves it. Jesse James says he did it for the algorithm. The algorithm. Detroit by Dark, rest in peace, Ski Mask. Is he finally dead?
Ruined mine too. And the shitty part is it didn't have to ruin her life if, she would have listened. But I can stop at that point. Like now that
I love how he thinks he's such a hero. Like, he really thinks he's a hero. I mean, there's a lot of patting himself on the back here. He just got lucky.
Hey, I hope she gets away from it.
Aaron, you know how you stopped? When your ex-wife, Ashley LaRue, says, what the fuck's going on at your house? Why does our kids not want to be around April? Why don't they want to go to this Rakita's house? What's going on? Is there a problem? Or about when she went to court, so April couldn't drive her kids places. That's why you stopped. It wasn't like you had this come to Jesus moment. You were still doing it until your ex-wife's got in your fucking ear. So quit acting like, oh, I'm holier than now. I'm going to Al-Anon meetings.
So on and so forth. If she doesn't, okay.
Yeah, it's
Fine
not
with
your
me.
choice.
If it happens again.
G-Rob makes a good point. Nobody would have known about the swinging if it weren't for Aaron. Yeah, I know. Aaron went on like 95 podcasts saying how they were fucking each other's spouses.
Oh, well, nothing to do with me. That is a very freeing, liberating feeling, I will say.
He's over.
Let's go ahead and check in with the Super Chat people. Also, PayPal, Streamlabs, and Venmo if you'd like to.
Yeah, same here. Streamlabs,
show.
PayPal.
By the way, you guys got started on us last night
PayPal.
during the members show. So it is a short goal today.
Streamlabs,
285
PayPal
is the number. We are a show that runs on listener donations. If you're new to this program,
Same with mine.
we hit that number and we go until 10:30 today. We had a half hour of overtime as a thank you to the program. So Super Chats, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Rumble Rants.
Rumble Rants. Michaela says, Aaron is divorced. It's just another win for the toe. I know. That's how he's like looking at it. Like he's chalking it up as a W at this point. Brockton says he did win the divorce proceedings. Oh my God. IAC 1978. What's the gold, Chad? 249. 249 from the goal. And if I get that, I'll go into overtime. Okay. If we can hit 240. So let me check the Venmo. What do we got here on the Venmo here? Oh, I actually have a Venmo. I got a Venmo from the Sorcerer for $5. Thank you, Sorcerer. Is it the Sorcerer? Is it the Sorcerer? The one and only? Well, if it is, thank you very much. If you're just joining us, hit the like button, everybody. I just put the links in the chat. I'm doing exactly everything Steel Toe's doing. There it is. Yeah, if you want a membership, there's the link right there. I just put it in the chat. The real chat. Oh, my God. You guys are all on the same page here. I said my goal is 249, and he's like, here you go, honey, 249. Technically, that's not the goal. That's Canadian money. So Jeff Closer nailed the goal. We hit it, guys. We hit the goal. Looks like I have to do a half hour more. Thanks, Jeff. Fucking douchebag. I don't like when the chat's funnier than me. It bothers me. No, I'm just kidding. Very funny. Detroit by Dark, driving back from Vegas, can't match donations today. Sorry, Detroit by Dark. It's the goal. $249. Got to match it. Pull over. Pull over.
Etc. Thank you. Let's go. Let's start with BJ.
BJ.
$5. He says Aaron's future. $5 equals he's gonna hook up with a petite, gorgeous blonde named Anderson at the Gino Kiki wedding.
Oh,
and it's Zia. I know. I don't believe so. Oh, the look on that poor girl's face if that had to happen. Plus, Zia's I thought either dating someone or married. But Zia Anderson is one of those people where it doesn't matter if she's
Isn't Zia like one of the fucking Chrissy Mayer weirdos? Like one of the Simcast weirdos?
Someone or dating. That doesn't really make a difference for me. Like it's not like you ever see like a hideous shud look at somebody and they go, oh man, well, she's taken. As if that matters. As if they weren't, that person would like, oh
So
man,
you're
I'd be
saying
right
if
there.
she was throwing it at you, you'd be like, no, I've got a moral ground. I have to stand up.
Hey, Theo, everybody. Thanks for the $5. You're the man, Theo. Aaron will do better than Ashley LaRue. Guy had a real princess and just threw it away. I mean, they were building a lovely, lovely family. Look at that. Wouldn't it be funny if I was in the wedding photo too? Like, the good old days. If I can turn back time. He's moved on from that too. He's moved on from her. He moved on. Apparently, you get married in Minnesota, it's just nothing. It's just like, there's no emotion. The wedding vows till death do us part. Maybe. Or maybe 2 years from now, we'll swing and do coke and just call it quits. Was that in their marriage vows? Do you promise to do coke with this woman fuck other people, so help you God? I do. Minnesota must be boring.
No,
I
they're
didn't
gonna
say that.
No, I'm saying
I
you're
said
saying
that-
the
I
Chud would
said-
bow over in a second and be like, yeah, I'll do that.
I said the possibility you're raising has a 0% probability of happening.
Oh, so that's the way you're looking at it. There's not even a chance in hell.
No. If Zia's a smart girl, she's got Google. She'll stay the fuck away. She'll be like, all right, let's take a look.
He's really moving on.
Resume here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God.
Or she's
I
gonna
like
look at
that.
and
I
be
like a good
"Huh,
act out.
Must swing some good dick to do this. You never know what way they're gonna look at it. Ladies are
Thanks, buddy. That is the first time in this whole saga that anyone has raised that specter. You know, they've mostly been focused on the degeneracy, the disgustingness, the shame, and all of that.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get through all of that with a small dick.
you know, look, if that's the way people feel, I'm certainly not going to stop the presses on that rumor.
They don't. Even Aaron's friends don't give a fuck about their marriage.
That's all.
I'm just saying, who's that? Just be a downer.
Oodles of Toodles becoming a member for 10 months says
Oodles
Aaron
for
wants some of
Toodles?
that Star Wars.
The names over on Aaron's chat are hilarious. Oodles for Toodles. Hobo chili recipe.
Ass. Now, no. She bugs the shit out of. She's a weirdo, man.
I've not even seen this Star Wars girl that's being talked about.
That chick is fucking weird, dude. Funeral director with $2
Funeral director. Oodles for Toodles.
says April Dahoma fucka, ignore her blood. Weird thing to say. Davy Cakes with $1.99 says, so you're going to keep talking about this, huh?
Davy Cakes. I love it, Davy Cakes.
What, my life? Yes,
My life.
I'm sorry, Davy Cakes, if that upsets you. I am going to talk about my life on the air.
Because it's a fun show.
If that's a problem, certainly this style of program is probably not for you.
But it wasn't like that before. We were doing the topics. You're talking about Joe Biden. You know, you're talking about Trump. Talking about Caitlin Clark.
That is a very weird thing to say, as if I'm discussing like a TMZ article,
That's what you were doing.
as if I'm discussing some tabloid thing.
That's what you used to do. That used to be the show. You would go over like TMZ stuff. You go over Bam Margera getting arrested or doing drugs.
Well, we've never talked about your life before. It's just new.
Yeah.
People are
They're
they're shocked. They're not ready.
Yeah, my life turns out to be more interesting news to this audience at the moment than anything going on in the world. That will change eventually.
Oh, good.
100% all that will change.
And we'll go back down to 300 views.
But right now, this happens to be the biggie. Thank you very much to Tim, Camille, and Katie. $10 from Tim and Camille, $15 from Katie.
$15 from Katie.
Very much appreciated. That's going to bring us down to 270.
Ooh.
Wow, that
for
thing's
today.
falling like a stone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's falling like an Imholt marriage. Thank you, guys.
Wow.
All the links are in the chat. Let's read this one. Camille with $10 says, Aaron, is there any way to get April back on the show?
I'm predicting right now. I am totally predicting right now, since I've been right about everything. I know Gino's right. Gino's always right. But I'm predicting right now Aaron and April will hook up again. It's going to happen. That's happening. They're totally going to hook up again. I don't think they'll get back in a relationship, but they will hook up one more time. I mean, look at his history. He's done it before. He'll do it again. I guess he's back with one of his ex-girlfriends. Red Honda, what happened Saturday night? Hackam Mania put you to sleep? You could say that. Let's just say I drank a little too much and I knew where it was headed. And I knew if I continued down that path, it would have been clipped and every single person would have been going over it. So I tapped out. And then I blamed it on the internet. But I hung in there for 3 hours. I hung in for 3 hours. And Kevin was already like catching on to me slurring words and stuff. So I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. Thanks for $2. Spawn says, does Aaron care that Johnny has to shuffle into a club and DJ while undoubtedly being mocked just because Aaron pays him shit? Holy shit. What's that say? Chad, you're scratching your face on the mention of Hackam Mania. What's that about? Yeah, that's you looking way too far into something. That's what that's about. That's you totally reading something that's not there. Oh, Hackam Mania. This is something. Hackam Mania. Yeah, read into that one.
You understand April blames this show for ruining her life.
Yeah.
She's never coming back to this show.
That'd be great if she did. She came back. They're divorced and she's banging Rakita, but she comes back to the show. I bet Aaron had ever back. 100%.
Will you have me back? I want to come back. I know we're not married anymore, but I want to come back. Let me get back.
April, you want back, bitch? How about this for back? Oh! How about that for back, bitch? Holy shit. That is not good. That is not good. That's not even, that's just deformity. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then we'll get a celebrity that pops on the show. We'll get a big name. It might be a Brian Johnson. It might be Opie Radio. It might be Stuttering John. But today on the program, joining us, former Major League Baseball player, the legend. Look at him. Coming in hot. Thanks for the 20 bucks.
Damn!
The next time you bash me on MLC, send you a hundo. I only sent this to stick it to Kevin Brennan because he is all in my Kool-Aid and doesn't know what flavor it is. That's a fucking catchphrase. He likes that one. He loved it 2 months ago when I sent him a super chat. He forgot. No, he remembers you're all up in my Kool-Aid and doesn't know what flavor it is. We got to make that shirt. That shirt has to be made. I'm still waiting to make We're Doing It shirts. It's all on me. I think when I start that tour out with Swartzen in September, I'm going to have those shirts made. Thank you, the legend. I don't think I said anything bad about you. I never say anything. I believe you're who you say you are. I think it's Brennan. I never questioned if that was you or not. I heard you talking to John on this program, and it sounded like you knew what the fuck you were talking about. Doodle, Chad, can you make us a Fatty Patty hunchback emoji? That's a great idea. That is a great, yes, I will do that. I will do that. If anybody wants to do it for me and send it to me, I will load those in immediately, if not sooner.
And also, it's already changed so much in 2 months since she's been on. April 1st was her last show. It's already changed so much that I don't think she would fit the way the show is now. I had to stop talking about
what has changed. You took the banner down. It's the same fucking show. We have been watching your show for almost a year and some change. Nothing's changed. Nothing. The show has not changed so much. What the fuck are you talking about? It's the legend again, everybody. He's back, baby. The legend is back. Just when you think he goes away, no. He said it was gay when I bashed him. But 2 months ago, I sent the same thing, and he said it was gay. Gay. He said it was gay when I bashed him. But 2 months ago, I said the same thing, and he said it was gay. Laughing my ass off. I like it. I'm a fan of he's all in my Kool-Aid and doesn't know what flavor it is. I like it. I don't think it's gay. All right, let's talk about how let's listen to how his show has changed since April left.
About a lot of things, or watch the way I spoke on some things when she was on. Of course, a lot of the fighting and radio style beefing with people she didn't like because she would get called names on the internet and she didn't like that. April wasn't ready for the critical part of this business.
You think?
She was more than ready for the complimentary part. She liked being called hot. She liked being called pretty. Who wouldn't, by the way? She liked all of those things.
Then, so she liked all the compliments and she hated all the negative stuff. You remember when I said she's not built for this? She shouldn't be on here. Legend again. Give me again sound drop. Somebody get that from Melton for me. I need the again. Big Black is in the poor chat for 10 years. Big Black, you need a 20 spot, brother. People want to hear from you. Is Big Black in the chat from the Howard Stern show? Big Black, is he here? Oh, the legend is fucking running shit. I meant to say I sent it 2 months before and Kevin Brennan loved it. I screwed that up. Hey, listen. Legend, if you want to screw up all your chats and just send another one saying you screwed up, I'm all in. Fuck them all up. And then say, sorry, my bad, I didn't mean that. In fact, I encourage everyone to send a super chat, say something, and then send another super chat saying, no, that's not what I meant. Okay? That's how we can do it from now on. Fuck up all the super chats, and then you got to, fix it. Poncho Pilot. You think Patrick gives good piggyback rides? Holy shit. I tell you what, I went and saw the Furiosa, the Mad Max movie yesterday. I know you go, oh, you already said, but there's all kinds of weirdos and shit and those deformed people. I mean, he would look perfect in that movie as one of the henchmen, the bad guys. I don't know about piggyback, but definitely he could put you on his shoulders and you wouldn't, if you fell backwards, you could still be on the back. You wouldn't fall to the ground. It's hilarious. This is interesting, Legend. Your playing days in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know if you remember this or if you knew it. There was a show that was on local TV that was super, super popular before cable emerged. And they were still on when you were there. It was called The Big Chuck and Little John Show. It was on Fox 8. And every Saturday around 11:30, they would go on. They'd play horror movies, and they had sketches. And I grew up with them. But that's the laugh from Big Chuck and Little John. But you only know that if you're in the Cleveland area. I actually have a photo of them right here. Let me pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie. Here it is. It's Big Chuck and Little John. Right there. Ha ha! Ha ha! That's great. My show's the best. Are we going to get through this clip? The legend's back. Jesus, he's running this ship. FKA Mammy is meeting me at Bichetti's mom's house. Holy shit. You guys are going to be swinging at the Bichetti's? I'm in. Let's take that party to the Holland Tunnel.
negative parts really fucked her up. And you can't do this if the negative stuff fucks you up. So I think one of the best things she did for herself was leave the show. So she didn't have to read that shit anymore.
So he was all for her leaving the show, even though he forced her onto the show.
Other step would have been getting away from the home she was in when she got picked up. But look, people are impressionable and they fall for stuff.
Yeah, like marrying you. Like marrying a guy with 3 kids and no job.
That's all I can say. But
He begs for money on the internet.
April back on the show. No, said you two have great chemistry. Yeah, well, we did. She is a great.
Amazing. I mean, the dynamic between the two of you was like it was unmatched. It was like Paul McCartney, John Lennon. It was like Robin and Howard. You guys just had this thing you can't explain. Hit the like.
Great broadcaster. I've been watching back. Her final show was awesome. You both were. I like her female.
She wasn't a great broadcaster. Let's not. Come on. She wasn't.
Points of view.
She was not a great broadcaster.
Who knows? Maybe April picks herself up by her bootstraps and then starts a show or something.
Oh yeah, that's happening. That's what.
I can't wait for my podcast. I can't wait to start my podcast. I'm going to start my podcast. And I'm going to go up against Aaron. My podcast is going to be about cocaine. Thank you. Thank you.
I can't wait for the April podcast. It's going to be awesome.
Like that. All right. Mac with $9.99 says, I hate Davy Cakes. Thanks for the show, guys.
Davy Cakes.
Thank you.
You're allowed to. Yeah, I think you're allowed to hate Davy Cakes. Seems like at least mildly hateable individual.
I love Davy Cakes. Callie of King of Cali 714 says you can tell Aaron resents Nick. 100%. Man, you guys are all over Mammy in this chat. Leave the lady alone.
Davy Cakes with $1.99 says, you are soft. Discuss that. I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? I apologize.
Maybe he just means like physically soft, like you're pudgy. If you
Well,
put on weight, what's the weight at today? Have we checked?
We had an all-day boxing, smoking pizza day on Saturday.
He's
and
back to
it bumped
boxing.
up about a $5.
Okay.
We're at 220 today. It's
All
not
right.
good. We need to de-bloat a little bit. So thank you, Davy Cakes. If you mean in the physical sense, yeah, I could use a few more planks. I was at the gym today, sweating it out. But
this guy's back in the
got more
gym,
sweating
everybody.
out to do, I guess you could say.
He's back in the gym.
Illusory Commission with $2 says your hairline is divided between divorces. Strong. Thank you. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, will this whole swinging drug stuff hurt the chances of getting back on the radio? I would be applying at every station in Minnesota. I talked to my guy.
I want to know who his guy is. I need to know who his guy is. Who's his guy?
And it seems like we're still good. We're waiting on a lot of things anyway. So I don't think this really helped or hurt. I think I'll tell you this, not being there helped a lot.
Yeah.
So he still thinks he's getting back on the radio. He still thinks there's a chance he gets back on the radio, even though he's been off air for how many years? I mean, I'm here to tell you, Aaron, the jobs in radio are done. They're all dried up. I know I went through that beast after I got fired. The salaries keep going down and down and down. If you get fired, when I got fired, the guy who eventually, well, technically he didn't replace me. Erica, who was our phone screener, replaced me. She got put on salary. She was an hourly employee, and she ended up getting half of what I was making. And now Bill's there. If he gets fired, I mean, they're probably going to get an hourly employee at this point. There's no jobs unless you go back to what you were doing, selling ads to be on the air. That's the only way it's going to work for you. Because I doubt you're going to go to another market.
I'm pretty sure if you got picked up with them, it wouldn't.
I don't
Wouldn't
think
work out.
Yeah, it wouldn't have went well if I would have been there. But the fact that I wasn't there was certainly helpful. So I guess I can answer your question.
I mean, this is a fun show. He says, if I was at that house, I probably would have got arrested. But since I wasn't there, it went well.
Funeral director with $2 says, you swing D so good, it made Tahoe go wild. Heavy D. Thank you, funeral director.
Funeral director.
BJ with $2 says, how much for the picture behind Johnny? Oh, yeah, that one.
Everything's for sale over at Steel Toe. Everything's for sale. Sorry, my earphones came out. Dick89, thanks for the $5. Did anything come from Casey's DMs? Heard he was trying to do a show with you and Vince the lawyer. Yeah, I told Casey I don't really check my DMs on Twitter. I'll check them on Instagram and Patreon. I check those DMs all the time, but the Twitter ones, it's just So I gave him my email, and he emailed me, and he goes, let me pull it up. So I emailed him. He goes, will you do my show? You can come on. Can you come on for at least 10 minutes? And I just wrote back, when? No response. So I'm like, all right. Like, when do you want me to come on the show? Like, I don't, like, what am I supposed to do? Anyways, the legend is back. Back off. FKA Mammy belongs to the legend. Sunny side up and sunny side down. FKA Mammy all around. Holy shit. There you go. This guy's doing fucking, this guy's rapping over here. He's rhyming, son. He's like KRS-One or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he is. He's just doing it. He's doing it.
Yeah, boy.
All right, let's get through this dumb clip. Jesus, we're almost at an hour and a half.
I mean, the pictures are still nice to have.
All right.
You know, I mean,
I think we're done with that. And the pictures are still nice to have. It's like, what's the show? What is going on? When April packed up to move out, she left all the sex toys behind. She said Aaron needs them more than she ever will. Whoa, is that true? Is that true? I believe everything. I'm like Ray DeVito. If you say it, it must be true, right? I mean, why question? I mean, why do research? Why look into something? If you hear Felicia Gillespie's 200 pounds, it's got to be true. You got to run with it. You know? I mean, Ray heard it, so it's got to be true. Do you want to look into it? Nah, it's true. Hey, you guys want to check out E-Rock's page? I do. Holy shit. Looks like E-Rock's not doing a podcast anymore. He's been at 2.74 thousand subscribers for the past 8 months. He hasn't gone up in subscribers. The last show he did was 9 days ago. And prior to that was 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. I mean, he is checked out, E-Rock. Eric Nagel is checked the fuck out. Like I told and I broke before, but he's still playing with his toys. But like I said before, Compound Media is closing in July, next month. You heard it here first. Chris Mack says, Ray has a gut. It's hilarious. I saw it. He's always talking about everybody else, but Ray has zero self-awareness. Eric needs a refund button on his page. Man, Mammy's everywhere in here. Hypocrisy release. Ray's Ray, beware. Yes. Hypocrisy police, Ray. Hypocrisy police. Well, what are you going to do? Ray's a fucking idiot. We all know that. Hey, programming note, everybody. I don't know how much longer I'll be on for. Could be, well, I guess I got to do half hour because they Jeff Closer gave me $2.49 for the goal. He asked what the goal was. I said $2.49, so he sent me $2.49. So I guess I have to go overtime. But at 3:00 today on my channel, Mondays with Mazer will be airing. It's not going to be live. We've recorded it on Friday because Tony's traveling today. And since we hadn't done one in 2 weeks, I said, we got to do one. We'll just re-air it on Monday. So it will be running. There will be a chat, but we're not going to be live. And if you do super chat on that show, I will put it up on screen. Obviously, I can't do anything because it's from Friday, but it will be on the screen if you guys super chat. So that's today at 3. If you guys need a chat room to hang out in, it will be there. Some people like it. Some people don't. Connor loves it. Chad, what's a good book you've read recently? A good book? I think the last book I read was the Beastie Boys book, but that was a long time ago. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is the last book I read. I like to read. I'm not much of a reader, but once I get into a good book, I like it. It's just getting going. And once I'm going, I'm in. So if you like that, great. E-Rock chose Steel Toe over Brian Johnson. Yeah, I mean, you can thank E-Rock for bringing Steel Toe onto the network. That was like, as soon as he brought Steel Toe onto Compound Media's app, that's when it was done. It was a wrap. Or when Anthony was in the hospital for surgery and he was having E-Rock or Steel Toe and Carl fill in, that's when you knew Compound Media was done. Because back in the day, you get Voss, Bobby Kelly, Jim Norton, Bennington, and now they're down to Steel Toe and fucking Carl from Rochester. And everyone said Carl's fat too. They said he has like a fucking huge beer belly. That was another report I got from Hackam Mania. Yeah, Bill from Jersey from today, he tweeted this. It says, I've never tweeted at Frank. Another guilty by association from the Mud Shark. Apparently, Frank Pellegrino blocked Bill from Jersey just because Bill from Jersey is a moderator in my chat and a friend. I mean, that's how fucking weak Frank Pellegrino is and how lame they are. They so wanted to be like a mafia over at Compound Media, and they were running shit. The Clintons of comedy, everybody. There they are. One grift after another. We're covering everything. We're covering everything today. Jesse James says the isotopes rule. No one's ever said that. No one's ever said that. Snossich says, did you take a nap? I didn't take a nap. My sleep schedule is back. I've been fucked up since I got back from Phoenix and when I went to Phoenix. But now I'm going to Utah a week from Wednesday, so it's going to be all fucked up again. So we'll see what happens. Hit the like button. We're almost at 300 viewers. That's pretty cool. And I'm still giving away the Zumock Mania shirt to the next person that signs up to Patreon. Nobody has. Let me check. And Connor, last week you signed up. That's in the mail. I sent that out this morning. And no one has signed up. Go ahead, sign up for as little as $3. Do yourself a favor. Steve S says Chrissy wants to be in the mafia. Yeah, they want to take down people. Speaking of Chrissy, as you know, she's good friends with April and Aaron. So let's see what they have to say.
Eat for free. Maybe in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Cops are don't wear shoes.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Nick. I talked to Aaron still.
Mhm.
I have not heard from April. She will not. I can't get a text back from that girl.
I
But you-
heard
I wonder it's because if you exploit her. I'm curious, Chrissy, is it's probably because you exploit her and talked about her arrest and put her mugshot in the thumbnail? I wonder why she won't text you back. I'm starting to think she wants nothing to do with you. I'm starting to think they may have never have met Nick Rekieta if it wasn't for you inviting him to the Stoney show. Maybe she's saying you're responsible for all of this. Why won't April text her back?
Talk
her
to
a couple
Nick?
weeks ago. Yeah.
Not on the phone, but we text.
Okay.
Yeah, and I text. And I've talked to Aaron a few times on the phone.
I
Good
do
checking
his
in.
show every Thursday, still to a morning show, Thursdays at 7 Eastern time. April, I haven't talked to in probably like 3 weeks now. But
So what are you gonna do? Okay,
What
yeah.
are you going to
I don't know.
do?
You have time. You have time to figure it out.
I'm just gonna let her. As far as being a bridesmaid in my wedding, I don't know what's going on with her, but if
Whoa, 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 whoa. Kiki, you already made her a bridesmaid in your wedding? You just met this dumb broad a year ago on the internet, and she's already a bridesmaid? I mean, you're already a bridesmaid. What the fuck, man? Unbelievable. Whatever.
she's doing okay and wants to be a bridesmaid, I would never stop her from doing that.
I
So,
want to be a
but I
bridesmaid.
don't know. I don't think I think I am the last thing on her mind right now. So
But you're the bride.
I know it's a bride. But
I would think if it were me and I were in your shoes, I would like to know by probably like maybe July or August.
Listen to Chrissy, everybody. If it was her, she needs to know by July or August. But then again, Chrissy's wedding was just a fucking networking event anyway. Everyone there was like an influencer, like Alex Stein, Carl, OnlyFans chicks. Are you going to see Chrissy in Tampa December 3rd? She's in Tampa? She's already booked back at Side Splitter? She was just here. December 3rd? So I'm going to Tampa Side Splitter's website right now. BT already booked her back? Already? And he's already booked in December? She's not on the schedule. She already promoting it? Who knows? December 3rd so far away.
For
It
sure.
does-
But if she's in or out.
I'd be if she were happy, healthy, and okay, and she just decided the day of to come and I'd let her do it. I
You'd
wouldn't
be
care.
okay with her not saying anything, not responding to you.
I love
And then
her.
she
I-
shows
yeah.
up the day of your wedding, not knowing what to do, where to go. No rehearsal dinner, no chat with the rest of the bridal party. If she just were to show
You don't even know her. You barely know this woman. Beloved chatter. These women are friends with Aaron Imhold. It is kind of funny. They're all texting Aaron. Bunch of losers. Who texts Aaron? For real.
if she brought Nick Recato with her, I'd have a problem. All right,
Is there a
I'd have a
plus
big
one?
problem.
Tell her she doesn't get a +1.
She does not get a +1. Okay, but no, I would be if she were happy, healthy, and I swear to God, 2 days before she said, "I really want to come and
You're
come to the
too
wedding."
easygoing. You got it. There's some things you have to know in advance, and I think a wedding is one of them where you.
Yeah,
But
I
then
guess
again-
maybe as the day comes upon me, I'll be more. I don't know. I don't see myself being as a bridezilla, and this is bigger than my stupid wedding. It's like her life. So
It's her
if it was
life.
meant for her- yeah, I
Wedding's
know.
big.
I have a soft spot for her. I love her. I
Aw.
I know. I'm fiercely loyal, and I know she's not in. I know she has to face the music and. I mean, there's no one not to blame in any of this, but I just she is a good person, so that's why I
No, she's not. She's a
have
drug
a soft
addict.
spot. So yeah,
Do you think
yeah?
I think a good person would not leave you hanging on your wedding. One way. Or the
Yes,
other.
Whoa, Chrissy.
yes, exactly. But I don't know that she might. I don't think she has been in her right mind for quite some time now.
This is
so.
very, very serious.
But
this is very
again,
serious.
I'm too nice. I am too nice.
You are too nice.
100%. I'm too nice.
You're too nice.
I
And
know.
I'm just feeling I don't know, feeling protective, I guess, because I just went through all this stuff, and I have a mental list of people who were no call, no show for my wedding, like confirmed, said I'll be there, I'll have the steak, and then didn't fucking show up, no call, no show, no gift, no I'm sorry, and like
You've got
that I will remember those names for the rest of my life. There are people who like confirmed didn't show up, but then went, oh shit, and then sent a gift. And again, not about the money, not about you have to send a gift. It's just
why
about
say
the
you're
respect.
coming, right?
Because if you say you're coming, your plate is being paid for. So
shut up.
It's
that is such a rude thing to do. This is not that. If it were,
You know what else
just
is
some
rude,
fucking
Chrissy?
Idiot that decides to.
You know what else is rude, Chrissy? Banning people from the Orlando Improv that were coming to a show. Shut up. There's a reason why April's not texting you back. You bitch. Chad, keep the shows going. Are you doing these shows now because Onion can't snipe? Yeah, dude. 100%. I constantly think about Patrick. You fucking douchebag. Gives a fuck. He's my hero. This guy's my hero. Shawnetta has been a member for 5 months. Are you going to stick around for the $100 sponsors for this month, Shawnetta? Huh? You going to stick around? Do you want on the list of high roller? Shawnetta says, Aaron blocked me again, trolling him because he wants to throw himself a party at Stoney's. Nothing to celebrate. Narc, I can't get no satisfaction. It is amazing how he's thinking about a party already. His divorce literally got finalized over the weekend. The ink is dry, and he wants to have a party at Stoney's. He immediately is. I've never seen anybody want to move on as quickly and non-affected as he is. Oh, cool. All right. Let me give a shout out to Stu John. He just Venmo'd $5 saying you might want to go members only. Why, is it bad in the chat? Should I go members only? Is people out of hand? I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm looking at the super tips or the whatever the fucking super chats. As a married woman, I will never celebrate my fucking divorce ever. FKA, man, she's not a member. Somebody want to make her a member? Anybody want to gift a membership for Mammy? Because we go members only. She won't be allowed in. Flat Cat says they're fine in here. She's keeping an eye. Listen, I'm not going to take away the wrench from Flat Cat because she really pays attention to the chat. She DM'd me on Instagram something about the chat, like she's paying close attention to things. So she is actually a pretty good fucking moderator when she's invested in it. Dr. Funkin says, I've seen that chat could be worse. Beloved Chatter says, Stoney's is a bar in the downstairs of a converted house where the owner lives on top. It's garbage. I do want to go to Stoney's, though. I really do. We're in Minnesota at the beginning of Nick's tour. I don't know how far away it is from Stoney's, but if I could somehow figure out how to get there, I want to go. I think that'd be hilarious. I'm not going to announce that I'm just going to show up and just kind of take it in and take video. I want to hang out there. I mean, it looks like a shithole, but I would love to go. I really would. Chris Max says, Chad, how did his divorce get finalized over the weekend when his court isn't open for the weekend? I don't know. I don't know what day he did it. Could he have done it on Friday? I don't know. Or maybe he's lying. Possibly lying. I don't know. Again, programming note, if you're just joining us, Mondays with Mazer will be airing at 3 o'clock today. It's not live. It's not live. So if you decide to super chat anything, I will put it up on screen. I'll watch along, but I can't read it. That's understandable, right? Okay, this was interesting. This was Aaron talking about Hackam Mania.
We got to talk a little bit about this Hackam Mania thing. The big Patrick Melton event that went down in Las Vegas. I say big because, God damn, that is a giant fucking guy. And I don't mean in like a, boy, he looks good kind of a way. I mean, are you all right?
Yeah, you just have a lot of cables all over.
I know, but.
I have a draggy foot. I'm sorry.
All right.
That'll be better.
Now he's gonna make it over to the bathroom now.
I mean, Johnny just struggles in that home. He was trying to get adjusted for 5 minutes, and now he's tripping all over the basement.
At any rate, so the Hackam Mania thing happened this weekend. And I don't know how it went. I'm not going to sit here and, like, I could do the dishonest thing that Patrick does and go like, I was a disaster. It was the most terrible thing in the world. Was
that his Melton impression? Because that's really bad. That's a really bad Melton impression.
It's awful. I don't know how it went. Somebody said 200 people. That's that's an okay turnout. I mean, you're thinking like we can put over 200 people in a place in fucking Rockville, Minnesota. You'd think you'd be able to put more than 200 people in a place.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Bill from Jersey just gifted 5 membership. Mammy, did you get one? That's why I said open up your tabs, accept gifted memberships. I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
Yes, everybody. I swallow cum. Mammy still didn't get one. You got to open up your membership tab. Michaela says Aaron doesn't even know 200 people. Bill, Stephen M. got himself a membership. There you go. Mammy can afford one. She can't afford her own membership. Mammy, you can afford a membership.
Place in fucking Las Vegas, but especially like he brought a bigger show in. Like I think he brought in Carl and Dick Masterson, and you could only muster 200 people.
Who's Dick Masterson?
That doesn't say good things for Patrick or Carl. Like our show by itself, nobody else, just bringing our friends in and shit and playing some beanbags and having a drunken comedy show brings in over 200 people. So I don't know if 200 you'd consider it a success. I mean, I consider it a fine crowd. It doesn't blow me away. But I heard there were streaming issues.
There were.
People were saying in my chat yesterday that they people should have gotten a refund, that there were all kinds of bad look, I don't know. I can only go based on what I've heard.
The streaming was awful. At least on Ray DeVito show was fucking dog shit. But then again, Ray DeVito show was dog shit. I don't know if the streaming would have helped it. I think the fact it was terrible streaming made Ray's show somewhat listenable, if that makes any sense. It doesn't.
And what I've heard is, quite frankly, not the best. And I also heard that the bed bugs thing, that's fucking gross.
Now, is that true?
I mean, look, whether or not Patrick's thing went well or it didn't is not really of any kind of primary concern to me. But the fact that they had fucking people complaining about bed bugs.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, if it was my event and there was rumors of bed bugs, of course, everybody would be like, oh, yeah, bed bugs were everywhere, because especially Ray. He's like, I heard there were bed bugs. I'm hearing that there were bed bug incidents in Vegas, but not necessarily at the Grand Hotel.
Is objectively hilarious. I don't care if I like you, I don't like you, or I kind of nothing you. Because like Patrick and Carl, I kind of nothing them. I know what they are. I know what their gimmick is. It's not really any kind of if they are trying to keep it a secret, they're not doing a good job. Like Patrick's whole thing is he's a steel toe guy. His audience is my audience. He only has it through my good graces. Carl's kind of become a pro wrestler. Carl used to have a show where he would find shows and he would critique them.
Technically, he still does.
Now, Carl is like this, I don't know, he's like the nerdy kid who hides behind the football player and goes, and says we a lot when it's the other person. Carl became kind of a weird, kind of a, I don't want to say it because I liked the guy and we would talk on the phone and we would text him.
They talked on the phone. That's how much Carl's a fucking cuck.
Whatever, but he kind of became a bitch.
Yeah, I've said it the whole time. He's a bitch. He didn't kind of become one. He always has been a bitch. Carl has always been a bitch. He's never changed. He didn't automatically one day like, oh, I'm a good guy. No, he was always a fucking slime ball. Oh my God. Steel Toe, you never saw that? That's why I made zero effort into like, oh shit, Bill from Jersey just gifted one, hoping to get one over to Mammy. Thank you, Bill. See what I'm talking about? Bill knows what I'm talking about. He's the man, motherfucker.
So that is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone.
I love it. I love a good membership. It gets me hard, dog.
Unfortunately. By the way, Carl is, I'm going to make a call right now. Carl is not going to say that he was wrong about the marriage thing being a work. He's going to spin it to where either he was kidding or, no, what I really said was, no, I didn't say it was a work. I said what it could be was this, that, or the other thing. He won't admit it. He's he got too wrapped up in the pro wrestling.
No, Steel Toe, this is what Carl did. I'm explaining. What happened was he set it up. He knew it wasn't a work. He set it up to make you look like an asshole. He goes, if it's not a work, this guy's he kept saying, if this isn't a work, he's the biggest piece of shit there is on the internet. This guy's garbage. He knew that. That's why he set it up the way he said. He said, if it's not a work, this guy's the biggest piece of shit I've ever met. He wanted you to be the biggest piece of shit. He wanted to go after you. He wanted to cover you. He was covering his ass. It was so apparent. It was so apparent. Look who just became a member, everybody. FKA Mammy. Yeah, baby. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Bam.
Bam.
We did it. So now if we go members only, she's all in. She's VIP. She's doing it. How about that? Let's zoom in on that. Never mind. I don't get me too'd.
Sling angle of it. He's got to do the 4 horsemen thing where the day after we saw you get the shit kicked out of you on TV, you've got to spin it that you guys are still the baddest motherfuckers who ever lived. But that is embarrassing for Carl that he goes, the divorce is a work. Nobody made him say the divorce is a work.
Again, Carl did it to make you look like an asshole. He knew it wasn't a work. He set it up. He set the whole thing up to call you an asshole.
Nobody gave him a reason to say my divorce was a work. But he decided to run out there and get out over his skis anyway. And
how do you not see that? It's the obvious thing. I saw it from a mile away when he said, "Oh, this has to be a work. This has to be a work. If not, he's the biggest piece of shit of all time. He's the biggest fucking asshole of all." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what he wants to say." And then when it all came out,
now he looks like a fucking moron.
So are you.
It's fine with me. You know, if the people who don't like you want to make mistakes, let them. Don't fucking get involved. But this bed bug thing at Hackam Mania.
He just brought up the bed bug thing, and I saw Beloved Chatter came in with bed bugs thing is a troll on other pods, 100% fake. That's what I thought.
And punt.
I mean, obviously, I thought it'd be hilarious if it was real, but I mean, whether you like Melton or not, there's a lot of people that don't like him. They don't. So a lot of people would think it was hilarious because he would. He would totally play into this if it was my event or someone else's event.
Oh, my God. And I heard that they did hold this thing at like a really dirty venue in Las Vegas because they couldn't afford any of the decent ones. And in like the arts district and shit, there's
Look at Johnny. Look at Johnny. Look at Johnny.
Shitty places to hold events.
This guy is just...
Yeah, people said
this guy Johnny's just struggling around his house, just to get around his house. And I guess from what I understand, this is his basement, so he has to go downstairs. This guy is in such pain to do this dumb show.
That I also heard from people that they're like, all Patrick can do is talk about you. That's all he's got. The only thing he ever talks about is Steel Toe and how it bothers him that Steel Toe's numbers are better than him now and Steel Toe's doing better. Like, dude. You know,
I hate when it's not just Aaron. Melton does it too. I hate when they refer to themselves. He refers to himself as Melton. Steel Toe refers to himself as Steel Toe. That's so cringe. When they were, I heard Melton was mad at the Z-Man because you know, he's killing it. He's doing a lot more podcasts before he leaves for Utah. I heard Melton was mad at the Mud Shark because fucking Nick Swartzen gave him all this work and he's opening for Daniel Tosh. You'll never hear me say that. I will call myself the Mud Shark just to be cringe. It's just silly and dumb. But I don't mean it.
You don't have to. Like, that doesn't have to bother you. You could just do you could do a show that you're proud of and that you don't have to sit there and be mad that we've gotten more traction than you lately. I mean, that's kind of odd. I don't think that way about you. But then again,
I don't think any of us are mad that you're getting traction because your ex-wife got divorced for cocaine possession and your friends got arrested and they're awaiting trial. Of course you got a lot of views for that. That's huge. It's not good. No one's mad. No one. No one's jealous of your situation. Aaron, you can say whatever the fuck you want about me. I'm never going to be jealous of you in your situation. Ever. 36, twice divorced, 3 kids, no job. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, Chad rents in Tampa. Yep. I live in Tampa, Florida. I live in Florida. It's great. It's fantastic. Literally live 3 miles from the bay. The Atlantic Ocean. I can go to the Atlantic Ocean right now. If I really want to do it up, I'll just get in my car, drive 25 minutes to Clearwater, and just lay on the beach. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Hit the like button. We're at $2.99. Let's put us over. I got a boner from those gifted memberships from Bill from Jersey.
Show depends on me.
Oh, yeah. We just hit 300. Yeah, baby. Woo! They said it couldn't be done. They said it could never be done, that we would hit 300 viewers. Look at that, Ray. Look at that. That's how you podcast, bitch. Look, Ray, look.
My whole show doesn't really depend on you. But, dude, fucking bed bugs, that's gross.
That's fucked up.
Somebody texted, I texted 5 people from last night, and they all said they woke up itching. I've already spent too much money on airfare, hotel, and expenses not to go. Nothing I can do about it now. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Probably the chairs in the main room. That's when I started itching, but I also sat out in the front.
By the way, what Steel Toe's doing right now is exactly what Ray DeVito does. He just hears something and runs with it. This is what drives me crazy about Ray DeVito is he doesn't look into anything. He doesn't fact check. He just hears and says. It doesn't matter what it is. Here's a fun game, and I don't encourage you to super chat Ray. I think you're flushing your money down the toilet when you give it to Ray. But I want to get like a lie going about me. I want to see what he's. Guys, think of a good lie about me because he'll go with it. It looks like Ray does not. Wait. It looks like Ray does not run much at all. MSO. Oh, MSO says UK's. MSO's telling me I can't hit the goal today. Wasn't Steel Toe doing that with MSO for a second? Like he was against them?
By the merch table. So there were people getting fucking bed bugs.
Here's a good tip for you. Hey, Mersh. If you ever do a live event again, instead of a merch table, you see where I'm going? You should have. I picked up a pen. Instead of a merch table, you should have a merch table. A merch table. Let them know I said that.
From the Hackam Mania event with Patrick Melton. No. I mean, it's fucking bed bugs, man. It's not like, oh, there were ants, there was a group that was in there before and they spilled some ice cream and it attracted some ants. Fucking bed bugs.
Did the Hackam Mania thing like arrange the hotel accommodations? How is this Hackam Mania's fault if people booked a shitty hotel?
No, they're saying that they got it at the venue.
Oh, at the venue.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's people saying they got the bed bugs at the venue, like the chairs and shit like that.
Listen, I'm not the biggest Melton fan, but this guy's a fucking idiot. This is exactly Ray DeVito gossip, and they just run with it. I hate that. I didn't hear. Listen, I heard about bed bugs. I wasn't sure what hotel, but I didn't hear anything about the venue.
Oh, yeah. So you had a shitty live stream. People thought that the performances weren't funny. People who watched the live stream said, this is horseshit. This sucks. You barely had 200 people there from what I heard,
and now you might.
Is Borgo in here? Oh, I guess Borgeson is that deal still on the table that you'll give Ray $10,000 to quit podcasting and stand up and to get a real job? Is that deal still on the books? Because I think that needs to be a thing. Okay, mommy says he was in here.
Might have a whole bunch of hotels that are going to have issues because they'll have a bed bug problem to deal with.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you throw your show, Carl's show, and other shows, like there were a lot of different audiences that were supposed to congregate for this thing, and the biggest you draw is 200. I mean, that's fine, but it doesn't impress someone like me. Like, our events draw over 200 people, and it's just our show.
Yeah, it's just our fan base.
But then again, that's what happens when you build a fan base on just hating other shit.
And it's internet wide. Like, a lot of people might hate our show or whatever show, and they go to those hateration hollerations in this dancery.
In these danceries, yeah.
But so while that's happening, they might be like, yeah, man, this is cool. And you're like, we're going to put on a group and a big event. Everyone's going to get to yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm going to be there. And then they log off and they're like, but I got shit to do that weekend.
Right.
So it's just
Exactly.
it isn't something you're invested in. Because
Remember when I said I was going to Stoney's and everyone thought I was, and they were all nervous and they said Cheetos was gonna fuck me up. They were gonna ban me from the venue. I loved that. That was my favorite. They really thought I was flying to go to Stoney's. It never gets old.
Because again, if you don't hate all the time, you don't have a need for it.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know if Hackam Mania went well. I don't know if it went poorly. All I know is the negatives were shitty streams, Patrick Melton has fat back titties, and bed bugs. That's what I know.
And Ray DeVito's live podcast was dog shit. Patrick put zero effort into his live event, his show. There were no clips. There was no production value. He just put Tukey, Pat Dixon, and Brian Johnson at a table, and they had a conversation.
You know. And if the 200 people thing
Not
is
a good
correct-
representation of what his show is. His show's a solo show where he goes over clips and has phone calls, and he has super tips, AI voices. So he doesn't really have guests on his show. So now his live event's just him talking to people. Okay.
correct. It's mild for the amount of shows you had. Like if you do a Minnesota event,
All right.
where
I'm doing one in
it's like
September.
Steel Toe, and you name a show that's like, who are these podcast size? We draw at least 300 or 400 people, at least. But I mean, again, it's kind of like Johnny said. Patrick's whole show is based on me. My troops, my people who like or hate me aren't going to go see a thing because you're there. They'd go to
Because
hate
Aaron-
me.
Yeah. If Patrick had you on and it was like this thing where like, oh, we're gonna have our showdown on stage or whatever, then you're gonna sell some tickets.
Right.
Because then haters are like, I'm gonna go there just so I can scream he's a cuck from the audience.
BJ with $2. Melton and can't keep Aaron out of their mouth. That's thank you, BJ. 383 Novocaine with $2 says, at least at a Steel Toe show, it's just herpes. Exactly.
Oh, Jesus. I don't need his zingers. I'm over all the steel toe zingers. Time is it? Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping this up. 3 o'clock, my Mondays with Mazer airs on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to jump in that chat, it will be going all the way up till Kevin Brennan's show at 4 o'clock. And somebody asked me on my Venmo here, Anthony, who sent $2, thank you very much on the Venmo, will I be on Kevin's show today? I don't know. I never know when I'm on his show. I'm available. I'm definitely available. Spawn called it. Yeah, let's do a hype train. You've earned it. 2 hours in. We did it. We're doing it. Hype train time. All aboard. Woo! Yeah. Hype train. Hype train. Who's on the hype train? Johnny Gibbons. Oh! Yeah! On the hype train. Jeff Closer's on the hype train. Jeff Closer. Doodle's on the hype train. At this time, I want to bring the one and only. You know him from the Goonies. You know him from Stand By Me. License to Drive. Dream a Little Dream. You know him. You love him. Corey Feldman. Welcome to the hype train. Corey Feldman, hype train. Black Cat on the hype train. Corey Feldman, everybody. Bed Bugs on the hype train. Mary Beth Johnson. Tell Brian I said hi. Corey. Oh. Corey. Woo. Yeah. April's parents are getting her off the Coke train. Coke train. April.
Cocaine. I want cocaine. Cocaine.
April, you remember when this used to be your hype train? And I took it. The way Dick Ricada took your cocaine virginity. Yeah! Woo! Hype train. Get off the screen, April. You're not in this business anymore. You're back to being a civilian. Hype train. Woo! Boom! That was dumb. Big Chuck and Little John are on the hype train. Patty's back's on the... Yeah, let's do some cocaine. Hype train. Let's get in the hot tub and feel around. Vinny Cash is a member on the hype train. Vinny, I need to talk to you. I'll be in Salt Lake a week from Wednesday. Looking for a cameraman. Hype train Cash. All right, get out of here, Corey Feldman. Yeah, Vinny, I'm going to hit you up because I'm looking for I don't know if you know of a cameraman. So I want to shoot my Saturday shows because the crowds are going to be insane. I want to get it on on video. Plus, it's a great club. Okay, mommy says, I've got a camera and I'm a woman. Looking for a man. Women can't run cameras. That's a fact. Women cannot run cameras. So I need a man. It's a man's job. And that's what you do. So, yeah, I'll be hitting you up, dude. And if you don't know, I'm going to put something in there's a Utah comedy Facebook page, and I'll just ask. I'm sure some young comedian will want to film it. Oh shit, Vinny Cash, everybody! Wow, backing up his last name. Boom! Wow! Wow! I know someone that can film your set. He's not professional, but he can probably do a decent job. Okay, yeah. I just want the audio to be good, and I want it to. I'm not looking for like a 3-camera shoot. I just a guy to film it, and for it to sound good. And I'll throw him some cash, if you know what I mean. But I will I message you, and I think I have your number. I think we talked on the phone once. I'll text you. And yeah, so I get into Utah a week from Wednesday. So I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday. I don't have shows, but I'm already I'll be at the hotel. And the shows start Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll go from there. Cha-ching. Thank you very much, Vinny. It's good to see you. I'll buy you a fucking drink or 9 if you come out and hang out. I'm in your backyard, son. You better come out. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Vinny Cash. Yeah, I guess Ray's gonna be. I guess from what I hear, he flew in to Cleveland today, and he's driving 6.5, 7 hours to New York to do his dumb show at the Stand, so he could bring up Mark Norman to the stage and think that's going to get him somewhere. So I don't know if Ray's going to go live tonight. I'd like to think he is. Take John's advice, make a Craigslist ad, and then instead of hiring the good people, only hire the one loser that knows nothing, and we'll do it for a few beers. Yeah, I don't want to rip off anybody. Oh, shit. I bought tickets to all your shows already. I'll be there. Are you coming to all of them? Holy shit. Yeah, man. We'll get drunk with Flor. I'll introduce you to Swartzen. We'll have a good time. I just got thrown off. Well, don't dox yourself. I live very close to my house. Yeah, I don't know what hotel we're at, but I'll let you know. I'll give you all the details. But I guess we're right there. William Borgeson says Gustav will be at all your shows too, Chad. He probably will. Fucking weirdos all around the country finding out where I'm at. Flatcat says we threw you off as a prank. That was a prank? Dick Fitzgerald, Chad got DeVito'd. He's ready to veto. I wish annoying rhymed with the. We squashed it. It was squashed. All right. I think Bill from Jersey said it earlier. What did we learn? Sorry. I'm going to get going here, guys. We had a good show today. Thank you for your contributions. Thanks to Bill from Jersey for all the gifted memberships. Thanks, Vinny Cash, for backing up your name. Cash. Thank you to everybody on the hype train today. Thank you to the legend. We do appreciate it. And Doodle knows exactly where we're going. Doodle knows this program inside and out. So we're doing it. We're having it. What did we fucking learn is the question. What did we learn? We learned swinging isn't good for marriages. We learned the Big Chuck and Little John laugh, where that came from. We learned Patrick has a humpback, but we've always known that. We definitely knew that. We knew Ray's podcast on Saturday was atrocious. And that's the nicest word I can come with. Atrocious. What did we learn? We learned April was only a co-host, not a yeah. Wow, MSO likes me more than Aaron. Told you. We learned bedbugs were fake news. We learned that. This is like the Jerry Springer show, Borgo. We learned Ray will never learn. We learned Hackam Mania was well planned and organized by a lard ass himself. Not necessarily a good show. Not necessarily. But it was definitely organized well. We learned for a measly $300 plus a mountain of other expenses, guests were meant to shake Pat Dixon's hand. Instead, they left Vegas with scabs, bites all over their torso. We learned from what I understand, Pat Dixon was just fucking outer-rolled out of his mind. You learned that Ray steals jokes from YouTube comments. We learned Steel Toes a dead inside. His marriage was over here, over, and he didn't care. Chad Springer, I like that. We learned that bedbugs were conspiracy later than proving actually true. Really? Learned some people can't take a joke. You learned that Chad isn't posting all content to Patreon. Patreon sometimes fucks with me, man. Sometimes it won't go through. This will be up on Patreon. learned Chad still hasn't paid a dime for rent since he's been occupying in Ray's tiny little mind. It's true. That's true. We this is under the gun, but this isn't true. Where did it go? This one was funny. I got to put it up on the screen. We learned steel toe's better than Brian Johnson D. Steel toe. Steel toe. Keep your cast, Chad. Keep your cast consistent, Chad. You're doing it. We're having it. We did it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching today. This will be on the Patreon. Please consider signing up for as little as $3. And if you want to be a $100 sponsor, DM me. Let me know what you want to promote. I'll send you out a shirt. Where's it going? Just let me know all that. But thank you very much for everything and all your contributions today. I don't know if I'll be on MLC today, but if I am, you guys will see me. Please let Kevin Brennan know I'm available since I am blocked on Twitter and his phone. So I have to go through you to get to Kevin. And since Adam's not there any longer, I have to go through the fan. So let Kevin know I'm available if he needs me. And again, at 3 o'clock, Mondays with Mazer will be airing with the chat, not live, but it'll be there if you guys want to jump in there and fuck around. And if you guys super chat the show, I will put it on the screen. I just can't read it. Anyways, let's count the troops and bring home the votes. Who's with me on that? Trump 2024.